Good morning everyone, and welcome back to another day in the life video of me as a web designer. I haven't got too much on because my husband's actually away for work for the week. So I'm cutting my day short because I've got lots of other things to do and I've got the school run to do as well. And that's just the life of a working mum, juggling freelancing and mum life. But if you look back at my previous videos where I talk about quitting my 9-to-5 job, that was one of the priorities for me, was having a good, what they call work-life balance, being able to balance work with family, and being able to spend quality time with my family was at top of my priority list. So that's what I'm going to do. So today is keep work to somewhat of a, I wouldn't say a minimum. I haven't got too much work on, but what I have got to do is important. So I am loving my new planner. So you saw me unbox it in my previous day in the life video. So this is what it looks like inside. So it includes what you want to do for the day and then your priorities. So I've put go for a walk everywhere. Notes, go for a walk. So today's not too busy, which is a good thing. So I'll put a link to where I bought it from below, and then you can plan by week as well. Got your daily planner. You got your weekly planner. So you got your weekly overview, lots of different things inside. I'll put where I bought it from as a link in the description, but it's very useful. I prefer, as I mentioned before, I prefer writing things down. So let's look at my list of things to do. Today I need to create a mock-up for the nursery school website that I'm working on. So in my previous web design day in the life video, I showed you the illustrations that I've started to create for the company. But now today I need to create their mock-up for their homepage, and once that's signed off, I can then move on to develop that website. So what I do for all my web design clients, before I rush off and go straight into building the website, I like to create a mock-up first of I usually just do the homepage. Sometimes I might do a few other pages, especially if it's a big website, like it's an e-commerce website, I'll probably create the shop page as well as a mock-up. But this website is just information only. It's not an e-commerce platform, or not being built on an e-commerce platform. So for this nursery school's website, I'm just literally going to create a homepage mock-up and send that off to them, and then they'll sign it off. And once they sign that off and they're happy with it, or if they might have some amends, like they might want to juggle around some of the content or the user experience might need to be a little bit different. So I'm going to work on the wireframes at the least. I might not be able to create the whole mock-up of the page, and if I don't finish it today, you'll see it in the next video, but I'm going to at least start wireframing for that home mock-up page. And I need to order an A5 album, but as the video progresses, I'll let you know why I need to order that A5 album. It's part of my designing process of what I create for one of the content videos, so I need an album for that. So I need to look through, probably just order it from Amazon, but yeah, I'll let you know what that's for in the video. And then go for a walk. That is it. And then my day will be done, and then I've got to run off for the school one. As I mentioned previously, go for a walk is everywhere on this planner page, so it's important. I need to get out into nature and relax, and that's how another way I find design inspiration as well, is getting out into nature, getting outside. So that is a priority on my list. First, I'm going to start with creating the wireframes for this nursery school's website. So I've just finished the wireframing, and I'm going to go ahead and create the mock-up. But tell me you have a child without telling me you have a child. So I needed to sharpen my pencil, and this is the only sharpener I could find, a bluey sharpener. But anyway, I also just received a message so let me go back. So I've mentioned in previous videos that I am passionate about encouraging young girls and girls from underrepresented groups to take an interest in STEM or STEAM, so science, technology, engineering, art and maths. I've gone into schools, and one of the schools I've been into previously is Bromley Girls' School, and I did a paper electronics workshop, so mixing the art with science and technology, etc. So they really enjoyed that, and I've just received a message from the lady that organised the event that they've put it up on their school website. So they've put the workshop on there, the website, and a bit about what I did at the workshop. I'm going to have a quick read of that now. So this is what they've put up on their website, which is really cool. So it just says, Year 3 junior school pupils recently took part in an Inspiring STEAM workshop led by me. So let's have a look. And this is the activity I did. So it was a paper electronics workshop. So the girls designed the front, if you haven't seen the previous video, and that's what was inside. So the star would light up. So I've finished the wireframe for this nursery school's website. So this is very much low fidelity. So on the left will be their logos, the cross represents the images, and then on the right will be the navigation. And then on the header area, this will be an image to the right, but I think I'm going to have some kind of gradient or blur so the text stands out, and then there's a CTA underneath the text. And then there's this to the left here will be some Ofsted information because they're an Ofsted rated outstanding nursery. And then on the right will be their Google reviews because they have 4.8 star reviews on Google. And then on the left here, some welcome text and a CTA. And on the right will be an image. And then this is the heading for this area. So this area will be all the benefits of the nursery, the different things that they have in there, like they've got a pond and they do a lot of outdoor activities, like they include forest schooling within their curriculum. So that will be that. And then across represents the illustrations that I'm creating for the nursery school's website. And then this area is the testimonials area. So these will be lifted from their Google reviews. And then they've got a footer, so it's obviously some text here. I think I'll probably add their logo in the footer as well. And then on the right hand side is the map. So I've done the wireframe and that's looking good. So I'm gonna start the mock-up today. And then in the next day in the live video of me being a web designer, I'll show you what the final mock-up looked like. So for now, as you can see, the go for a walk was on the top of my list. I'm gonna go for a walk now. And then when I get back, I'll talk through why I need to order that A5 photo book. So I'll see you guys on the other side. That was a nice walk. So I'm back from my walk and yeah, it was just nice to get outside. It's actually somewhat of a sunny day outside, so it's nice and warm. So that was good. I got out in nature, took some nice pictures and just, yeah, took a nice slow walk. It's a slow paced day today, I would say. So I need to order that A5 photo book. And the reason why I need to order an A5 photo book is, as you've probably seen, or if you haven't seen from my previous videos, I try to get out and find design inspiration beyond my screen. That's what my series is called, Finding Design Inspiration Beyond the Screen, where instead of doom scrolling or going through Pinterest or social media to find design inspiration, I'm taking action and getting outside to find that inspiration. As I've spoken about in previous videos and leaving the corporate world in my 9 to 5, when you're working in the corporate world, you're very much sticking to certain brand guidelines, style guides. You can't necessarily just get up and start going for a walk to find design inspiration, spend the whole day out getting inspiration. So I made it a point for myself. Now I'm not working in the corporate world and I'm working for myself to not only get inspiration on a screen, I'm getting out and finding design inspiration outside. So I've been to a few places. I think I've got about 4 videos up. So I went to the Design Museum, I've been to Shoreditch, I've been to Brixton, I've been to Battersea Power Station. I think that's it. But yeah, check out the previous videos and you'll see all the places I've been to. So what I do in that series, I choose top 3 either images or designs or pieces of artwork. It doesn't necessarily even have to be artwork. It could be some text I've seen on the wall that I'm inspired by, and then I go on and create a design. So far I've mostly created web designs, but I will kind of branch out, create logos and illustrations and things like that. So I print them out and I print out my top 3 designs or images, and then as I said, I create a web design based on that. But I'm finding they've just been popped at a side of a desk. So what I want to do is keep them as inspiration, like a book, like a photo book. So I'm going to order an A5 photo album holder now. I haven't ordered one of those in a long time. And then I can just keep all the images that I print out. And then when I create web designs, I can always look back at these and get inspiration. Then of course I've got all the images from the actual walk around as well anyway. But I like to print things out and have physical items. So I'm going to go ahead and order that A5 photo book now. So that's it. My day is done. I've ticked everything off my list, I think. Let me check. Got my trusted new planner. As you can probably tell, I love this planner. So I need to design the nursery school's wireframe, so I've done that, and start the mock-up, which I have started that as well, but I haven't finished. So as I mentioned, I'll show you guys what I create in the next video. Order the A5 album, I've just done that. Go for a walk, did that, and that was it. My day is kind of shortish because as I've mentioned, hubby's away in France for work for the week, so my days are cut a little bit shorter because I've got to make sure I do all the school run and prepare, and it gets kind of tiring as well when it's just me because he works in aviation, so he travels for work sometimes. So yeah, I'm done. Pleased with what I've done today. Haven't done too much, but I've done enough, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you like it, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to see a little bit more about me since quitting my 9-to-5 and leaving the corporate world. I'm now working as a freelance web designer, brand designer and illustrator. So anyway, take care guys and have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.